What if you could walk through a living, breathing fairy tale? A place where every cobblestone street whisper ancient secret, where astronomical clocks perform centuries-old dances, and where castles dominate the skyline not as ruins, but as palaces of power. Welcome to Prague, a city that doesn't just live in history, it is history, alive and pulsating with a modern, vibrant heart. This is World Travelingz, and today, we're diving deep into the Czech capital to give you the ultimate guide to exploring the City of 100 Spires. Prague, or Praha as the locals call it, is more than just the capital of the Czech Republic, it is the very soul of Bohemia. Nestled in the heart of Central Europe, it miraculously escaped the major bombardments of the World Wars, leaving its stunning architectural tapestry, a breathtaking timeline spanning Romanesque, Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque eras, almost perfectly intact. This preservation earned it nicknames like the Golden City, a title that feels literal when the setting sun bathes its sandstone buildings in a warm, ethereal glow. Unlike many European capitals that can feel sprawling and impersonal, Prague retains an intimate, walkable charm. Its compact medieval core, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, offers a density of world-class attractions that is simply staggering. But to label Prague as merely a pretty, historical relic would be a profound mistake. It is a city of layered, often tumultuous history, from the glory days of the Holy Roman Empire under Charles IV, through the stifling control of the Habsburg monarchy, the dark years of Nazi occupation and communist rule, to the hopeful, non-violent Velvet Revolution in 1989. This complex past is underpinned by a world-famous beer culture. The Czechs drink more beer per capita than any other nation, a hardy and evolving culinary scene, and an artistic spirit that gave us writers like Franz Kafka and Milan Kundera. The unmissable core, a walk through Prague's historic heart. Your journey through Prague will logically revolve around its four historic towns, which were administratively separate until the 18th century. Each one possesses a distinct character and story. The Old Town, Stare Mesto where time stands still, this is the quintessential Prague of postcards and dreams. Getting lost in its labyrinthine alleys, which open unexpectedly into charming courtyards, is not just a possibility, it's a rite of passage. Old Town Square, Stare Mesto, the breathtaking, sprawling centerpiece of the city. The square is an open-air museum of architectural styles, surrounded by pastel-colored Baroque burgher houses and dominated by its two most iconic landmarks. The astronomical clock, Orloj, a masterpiece of medieval engineering installed in 1410. Every hour from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., crowds gather beneath the old town hall tower to watch the Walk of the Apostles. As the clock chimes, two windows open and the 12 apostles parade past, while skeletal death ominously rings a bell, reminding viewers of their mortality. The clock itself is a marvel, showing Babylonian time, Old Bohemian time, and astronomical information. Pro tip: for the single best panoramic view of the square's sea of red roofs, climb the old town hall tower. The vista, especially in the golden hour, is unforgettable. Church of Our Lady before Tin, with its dramatic, uneven Gothic spires topped with golden spires, this church is the iconic silhouette of Prague's skyline. While the imposing exterior is the main attraction, the interior is a surprisingly ornate Baroque contrast, housing the tomb of the famous astronomer Tycho Brahe. Charles Bridge, Karlov. Most no visit to Prague is complete without a ceremonial walk across this 14th-century stone bridge. Commissioned by King Charles IV in 1357, it's a bustling open-air gallery during the day, lined with 30 predominantly Baroque statues of saints and filled with the sounds of musicians and the sketches of artists. For a truly magical and peaceful experience, walk across at sunrise, when the mist rises from the Vltava, the city is quiet, and the lighting is perfect for photography. The lesser town, Malá Strana, the Baroque jewel. Crossing Charles Bridge from the Old Town, you descend into the charming, leafy district of Malá Strana, or the lesser town. This area was historically the home of the aristocracy, who built magnificent palaces to be close to the power center of Prague Castle. Prague Castle, Prague Rad. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, this is the largest ancient castle complex in the world, spanning an incredible 70,000 square meters. It's not a single building but a miniature walled city comprising palaces, churches, halls, and gardens. St. Vitus Cathedral, the absolute crown jewel of the castle complex. Its soaring Gothic spires are the defining feature of Prague's skyline. Step inside to be awestruck by the vaulted ceilings, the ornate St. Wenceslas Chapel, and the stunning stained glass windows, including one beautifully designed by the Art Nouveau master Alphonse Mucha. Golden Lane, Zlata Ulica, a quaint, storybook street of tiny, colorful houses built right into the castle's arches in the 16th century. They once housed the castle's marksmen and goldsmiths. The lane's most famous resident was writer Franz Kafka, who lived and worked in house number 22 for a period with his sister. John Lennon Wall. Since the 1980s, this once ordinary wall has been a vibrant, ever-changing canvas filled with John Lennon-inspired graffiti and messages of peace, love, and political dissent. It became a symbol of freedom and youth rebellion against the communist regime and continues to be a powerful, colorful testament to hope. The Jewish Quarter, Joseph, a poignant memorial. Located within the boundaries of the Old Town, Joseph is a profoundly moving and historically rich area. Its survival is itself a story. The Nazis preserved it with the sinister intention of creating a museum of an extinct race. Today, it stands as a powerful and essential memorial to the resilience of Prague's Jewish community. The Jewish Museum in Prague. This is an umbrella term for several profoundly significant sites, including the hauntingly beautiful Old Jewish Cemetery, Europe's oldest surviving Jewish cemetery, where centuries of layered tombstones create a powerful, crowded landscape. The museum also includes several historic synagogues, such as the beautiful Spanish Synagogue and the poignant Pinkas Synagogue, whose walls are inscribed with the names of over 77,000 Czech Jewish victims of the Holocaust. The New Town, Nové Mesto, the city's bustling heart. Don't let the name fool you. The New Town was founded in 1348 by the visionary Emperor Charles IV. It's the city's bustling commercial, business, and shopping center, home to wide boulevards and grand squares. Wenceslas Square, Václavsk Náměstí, more of a grand, tree-lined boulevard than a traditional square. This has been the stage for many of the most critical moments in modern Czech history. It was here that crowds gathered to proclaim the First Republic in 1918, where Soviet tanks rolled in during the Prague Spring of 1968, and where massive, peaceful demonstrations during the Velvet Revolution of 1989 heralded the end of communist rule. It's lined with shops, hotels, restaurants, and the majestic National Museum standing proudly at its head. Beyond the postcards, hidden gems and authentic local experiences. To truly understand the soul of Prague and escape the main tourist thoroughfares, you must venture a little further. Vyšehrad Fortress. For a peaceful escape and arguably the best alternative views of the city, head to this historic fort perched on a hill overlooking the Vltava River. Explore the serene grounds, the striking church of St. Peter and St. Paul, and the beautiful Slaven cemetery, the final resting place of many of the Czech nation's most celebrated artists, writers, and composers, like Antonín Dvořák and Bedřich Smetana. Petrin Hill and Lookout Tower. Take a fun, leisurely funicular rides up the green slopes of Petrin Hill. At the top, you can wander through lovely rose gardens, get lost in a mirror maze, and climb the miniature version of the Eiffel Tower, the Petrin Lookout Tower, for another spectacular 360-degree view of the city. It's a perfect spot for a picnic. Drink a beer. Like a true local, the Czech Republic's relationship with beer is legendary. It's a point of national pride. Forget the generic tourist traps. Find a traditional pivnice, a cozy, no-frills beer hall, and order a pivo. Pilsner Urquell, the original Pilsner, and Budvar, the original Budweiser, are national treasures served perfectly with a thick, creamy head. For a uniquely Czech experience, consider booking a session at a beer spa, where you can bathe in warm beer while enjoying an unlimited tap. The evolving food scene, beyond goulash, while classic Czech dishes like beef goulash and svikova, marinated sirloin in a creamy vegetable sauce with cranberries and dumplings, are absolute must-tries. Prague's food scene has dramatically evolved. Visit the Naplavka Farmers Market on Saturdays along the riverbank for fresh local produce and street food. Explore the Pulsovis or Karlin districts, which have become hubs for trendy cafes, craft cocktail bars, and innovative restaurants that put a modern twist on traditional flavors. A practical traveler's guide, navigating the Golden City. Prague boasts an excellent, affordable, and integrated public transport system: metro, trams, buses. The metro is fast and efficient for covering longer distances, while the trams are scenic and perfect for shorter hops and hillier terrain. Purchase a 24-hour, 72-hour, or longer pass for unlimited travel on all modes. While the historic center is best explored on foot, the trams are your best friend for getting back to your accommodation after a long day of exploring. The Czech Republic uses the Czech crown, CZK/KC. While some tourist-oriented establishments may accept euros, the exchange rate is often poor. It is always financially wiser to pay in the local currency. Prague remains more affordable than many other Western European capitals, but prices in the main tourist squares can be significantly inflated. Spring, April to June ideal. The weather is mild, the gardens are in bloom, and the city is coming to life after winter. Fall, September and October another perfect window. The summer crowds have thinned, the air is crisp, and the autumn colors are stunning. Summer, July and August peak season. The city is bustling, lively, and full of energy, but also very crowded and warm. Winter, December to February cold and potentially snowy, but utterly magical. The Christmas markets on Old Town Square are among the best in Europe, offering mulled wine, trudelnik, chimney cake, and a festive atmosphere. Czech is the official language. While English is widely spoken in hotels, restaurants, and tourist areas, learning a few basic Czech phrases like "Děkuji," thank you, "Prosím," please/you're welcome, and "ahoj," hello/bye, is always appreciated and seen as a sign of respect. Old Town/Lesser Town, perfect for first-time visitors who want to be in the heart of the action and can step outside directly into the medieval streets. It's the most convenient but can be noisy and expensive. Vinohrady or Žižkov, for a more local, residential vibe with a fantastic array of hip cafes, restaurants, and parks. These neighborhoods are just a short tram ride from the center and offer a more authentic glimpse into Prague life. Prague has a way of casting a spell on you, one that lingers long after you've returned home. It's in the golden hue of the buildings at sunset, the sound of a street violinist echoing under a Gothic archway, the taste of a perfectly poured, crisp pilsner in a centuries-old pub. It's a city that demands to be felt, not just seen. It's a storybook that you get to walk through, a symphony of stone and spirit where every corner holds a new discovery. It's a place where history is not confined to museums but is lived and breathed in its streets. So, the only question that remains is, when will you answer its call? Thank you for exploring the magical city of Prague with World Travelingz. If you enjoyed this ultimate guide, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps us out. Subscribe to our channel for more in-depth adventures around the globe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a journey. Now, we want to hear from you. What's the one place in Prague you're most excited to visit? Is it the castle, the bridge, or a hidden pub? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring.